Hi guys, welcome back to another vlog. So today I will be talking about 5 best travel apps that every traveler needs. If it's your first time or you're a solo traveler, just want to talk about 5 apps that actually helped my trip to Cotonou. Very easy, very useful. Even when I travel within Nigeria, these apps are so useful. But some of them are for international trips, while some of them are. So the first app I want to talk about is Google Translate. Yes, so if you're going to a francophone country or you're going to a country that's the language is not your first tongue or your mother tongue, then you need Google Translate. Google Translate can translate as many languages. You can translate Chinese, can translate Japanese, you can translate French for you. So back then was my first time going to Cotonou. It was as you guys know, it's a francophone country. So I had to use Google Translate to translate whatever I want to say. I write the English version, place for them to hear. Apparently, they understand at least the French. So initially, people used to say that Cotonou speak Pidgin French, but I realized that if I try to play what I'm saying, they get what I'm saying, like in the GF. I'm like, wow, so this app is so useful. Eh? So Google Translate will always be useful for someone that's traveling for the first time, or if you have always been a traveler and you're going to a country that doesn't speak your mother tongue. Please, you need Google Translate app. And Google Translate app works with data, so it hardly works online. Offline, it hardly works to translate well for you, but you should just have data accessible and to translate well for you. Another travel app you need as a traveler, if you're traveling to a place you've never been to, is Google Maps. You can never know how useful Google Map is. Sometimes people label Google Maps in a way that makes them mislead people, but Google Maps is very useful. So if you have Google Maps, you can easily go input information what they're looking for. I know there's a Chinese friend I used to have, and whenever I want to go out when he's in Nigeria, he just inputs his Google Map and uses the GPS on his car, and voila, you can locate anywhere. He doesn't really need to know the place, just type it into Google Map and you take him to the exact location. And yeah, Google Map have led me to many places I wanted to visit in Lagos. So if you need to go to a place you've never been to, use Google Map, because really, if you're a Lagosian or you stay in Lagos, you realize that sometimes when you tell people I'm going to so place, sometimes the conductors can mislead you just because they wanted to just fill in their process. And sometimes if you're in a foreign country, they will just tell you the places as far as, whereas the place is just a stone. So like I can tell you, share an experience of going to locating my hotel for the first time when I was in Cotonou. So the place was just a trekkable distance, and could you believe it, this bike man told me that it was quite far. They took me on a longer journey so I'd be able to charge me, and you imagine that kind of thing. So if I had imputed the address into Google Map, I could have just located the place, and it was just a trekking distance to where I was actually going to. So Google Map is very useful for anybody that's new to traveling, anybody that just want to travel and it could not locate in these directions. Google Map. Even if you're a road tripper, you need Google Maps. The other app that came to our rescue back then in Cotonou was Facebook and Instagram. Yes, Facebook and social media, you just realize that these apps, we thought it was just for chatting, for just like and comment and all those things. No, Facebook and Instagram is very useful if you are traveling, because most of all these hotels, most of the restaurants you want to visit, they have a Facebook page, they have an Instagram page. You can just opt for audiobooks, put them, plug it like you're listening to song, and you'll be gaining more knowledge, more nuggets about life. You can read as much books as you want, listening to audiobooks. You don't have to struggle to flip the pages, and you will always continue from where you stop from audiobooks. So yes, audiobooks, or you can go to Audibles or get Amazon Kindle or audiobooks, and you'll be good. You just listen to all these books while you're traveling and you'll be alright. So the last app I want to talk about, which is realistic, is Airbnb app. Yes, if you don't want to stay in an hotel, you want to go for rental of a property, or you pour a little bit more, or you're a solo traveler but you prefer to stay in a home away from home, you prefer to cook your own meals, yes, you can opt for Airbnb. Guys, I actually booked my stay on Agoda to Cotonou. That's on that website, but not an app. It's like a website, more like booking.com, and I got my hotel from there. The confirmation didn't take time, just that when I got to my destination, it said the more hours it takes for me to pay, the higher it becomes. So yes, it's cheaper. You can get a lot of deals using Agoda, but Agoda does not have an app. It's practically a website, so you can book your stay there. Another random app you can use is Hotel Tonight. You can use it for booking hotels when you are a one of all those last minute hotel book, or you need an urgent place to stay in a new environment, hotel tonight is best for you. So guys, if you like this kind of video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Please give this video a thumbs